name's Jack Suzanne, and alongside me is Alexa Henry. Alexa, a big walk-off win for Maryland in Game 1 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely fitting for Sammy Woods to get that again. She's been struggling for the...
It's a bunt back to the pitcher, Godfrey. She fires over to first. Great stretch from Williams to retire. The 1-2 from Godfrey is served into right field. It's going to get down in fair territory for a base hit. McFarland fields it. Oakland thinking two. The throw in is not going to be handled from Woods. It's a one-out double for Jess Oakland.
Definitely Oakland. She's just been a
sophomore. 3-1 upstairs, ball 4. And it's a one-out walk. And the Gophers will have runners on first and second for Kayla Chavez. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Godfrey is hit high in the air by Chavez, deep into left field, and that ball is gone. A 3-run homer for Kayla Chavez, and Minnesota is out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's starting to look like...
The 1-2 is again hit high in the air, deep into left field. Makami going back. She leaps. It's over her head and off the wall. Rounding first is Strelo. She's into second. It's a one-out double for Sydney Strelo. The 1-0 is hit high in the air, deep into center field. McFarland going back to the track, to the wall. It's another homer for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. This time it's Addison Lushbear going deep. And it's 5-0 Minnesota in the first inning.
This is certainly not...
With a 2-run homer. And that's where we sit. The 0-2 from Booker is grounded slowly over towards third base. Jones charging, fires over to first. Nice play from Michaela Jones to record the second out of the 3-1. Gonna miss slow, it's ball 4, and Valencia is aboard via the walk. The 0-2 is swung on and softly popped up behind the plate. Reef giving it a chase and making the catch. So Maryland gets out of the inning, but not before a pair of homers do some serious damage as Minnesota leads. Absolutely. 2-2 is hit back off the glove of the pitcher. Enter the third baseman. Chavez gets it, fires over to first in time. How about the rare 1-5-3 put out? As 0-1 to McFarland, the pitch. Ooh, that hit her. And Jada McFarland will take her base. First pitch to her. McFarland's off and running. The throw down to second is not in time. It goes into center field. McFarland's going to stay put, but has her 11th stolen base of the year.
We also talk about Makami and how she's a program leader in stealing bases.
We don't know is the easy answer. The 3-2 again. This time it falls into the zone, and Williams is caught looking. Great persistence there on the mound from Bree Enter. To get this. The 2-0 is hit high and deep by Lewis. You can forget about this one. A long home run from Sydney Lewis. And Maryland trims into the deficit. It's 5-2.
I think that's definitely the response that you...
The payoff here from Enter is hit past the shortstop Oakland and into center field. Maisie McFarland stays hot and has a 2-out single. The pitch misses high. Count now moves to 3-1. And Maisie McFarland takes off from first and goes to second. No one was watching. The 3-1 is hit into the air to center field, going back on his DeBoard, and she makes an unbelievable catch. Running back towards the wall, she sticks her glove up and makes an unbelievable play to end the first inning. Well, Maryland gets a 2-run homer from Sydney Lewis, but that's all they get, and they trail this one 5-2.
That's the reason why Minnesota right now is up 5-2.
A 3-0. Ball 4 down low, and Minnesota has a leadoff walk to start the top of the second. The 0-2 is swung on, grounded over towards short. Woods flipped to second for one. The throw to first, not in time. But the Terps do get the lead runner for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Count will go full. This will be a big out for Booker to get. And she tries to keep the Terps in this game. The payoff pitch is hit hard past the shortstop Woods and into left field. It's a one-out single for Taylor Kraft. And the 2-1. Hit high in the air, deep into center field. McFarland going back. She's going to have room on the track to make the catch for the second out of the inning. I think it depends on the situation. 2-2 is hit hard in left field. That's going to get down in front of Makami. Being waved home is Oakland. The throw is going to be cut off, and it's an RBI single for Sydney Strelo. It's 6-2 Minnesota. The 1-2 is hit softly over towards second, and it eats up Runyon. And Leshberg's going to be saving. The runner's going to come home now in Kraft. Williams couldn't handle it, and Kraft comes home. It's now 7-2 Minnesota. They have officially scored an error on Runyon. The 3-1 swung on and missed. Runner goes to second. No throw down. Maryland needs an out here. The pitch. Just missing outside for ball 4. The 1-2 is hit softly over towards the second baseman Runyon. She fires out to first in time, and Booker gets out of it. However, 2 runs do score, extending the Minnesota lead to the 3-1 is hit hard through the hole on the left-hand side. Sammy Woods leads off the bottom of the second with a single. It's leadoff base runner for Maryland. The 1-1 pitch is hit high in the air by Runk, deep into left field. Burnett will have plenty of room and make the catch for the first out of the inning. Pitch is hit softly towards the shortstop, who fields it on one hop. Gets the out at second, but can't get Reef over at first. It's a 6-4 fielder's choice. The pitch. That one's in the dirt. Reef going to head towards second. The throw down is in time. What a tag applied by Strelo. Well, she went 7 2/3 in that one. That one's hit softly over towards shortstop, and it's quickly the first out as Breezy Burnett is retired on the line out to Sammy Woods for the first. The 1-2 is hit over towards third. Jones up with it, fires over to first in time for out number 2. And that one's hit into center field. And it's going to split the center fielder McFarland and the right fielder McFarland. It's going to get down for a base hit for Oakland, her second hit of the game already. And then, as that one's hit deep in the air by Kraft, going back on it, it's McFarland. She finds enough balance to make that catch and end the inning. So it's a scoreless inning for the first time. In 1-2 the count. And Makami slaps it the other way. It's off of Burnett's glove. It's a fair ball. Makami to second. She's going to head to third. The throw to third is not in time. It gets by the third baseman. Makami thinking about coming home. She doesn't, but it is a triple for Megan Makami. And the pitch from Enter is hit high in the air by McFarland. Deep into right field. Going back on it is Valencia, and she leaps up to make an incredible grab. Coming home is Makami. And it's a sack fly, but it could have been a whole lot worse. The pitch is chopped through the hole on the left-hand side, just past the glove of Oakland. And Diamond Williams has a one-out single. The pitch is hit high in the air by Lewis in a deep left field, going back on it is Burnett. It's over her head and off the wall. Cornwell being held at third, and it's a double for Sydney Lewis. And the Terps have two runners in scoring position with one down. The 1-1. That hit her. So McFarland will make her way to first base. And the bases will be loaded for Michaela Jones. The 1-2 is hit high in the air by Jones. Deep into center field, going back on it is DeBoard. She's got it. Another great catch from DeBoard. The run does come home to score in Cornwell. It's a sacrifice fly for Jones, but again, it could have been a whole lot worse for Minnesota. The payoff pitch is hit high in the air by Woods, shallow right field. And coming on to make the catch is Lesper. And that will do it for the third inning. But Maryland does scratch two across to make it a little bit closer. 7. As that one's grounded over toward shortstop. Woods backhands, fires over to first in time. Sammy Woods. What a play. Backhanding and firing across her body to retire Chavez. The Woods and the rest of the team chucking around the pigskin. The 0-1 is hit hard over towards Woods again. She's got it. Fires over to first in time. And it's two putouts for Sydney Woods here. The pitch is hit over towards Woods again. Can she make it 3 for 3? Yes, she can. 3 balls hit to Sammy Woods and 3 outs. Can't draw it up much better than that if you're Woods. Well, it's the pitch to Runk. Ooh, that bounced and hit her in the foot. So she will head to first base. Comes the third Terp hit by a pitch tonight. The pitch is hit on the ground over towards short. Oakland up with it, fires over to second for 1. To first, double play. 6-4-3. Go the Gophers. And after the twin killing, there's 2 down here. One is grounded back to the pitcher, Hambrick. She fires over to first in time, and that will do it. The 2-0 is hit into the right center field gap. That's going to be trouble for Maryland. Cox rounding first, heading to second. She's in there, and it's a leadoff double for Delaney Cox. The payoff from Shearer. Ball 4 outside. And Elke is aboard. I'll ring up Breezy a little bit, especially at the corners. Pitch, she does square and does lay it down. It's a really good one. The pitcher Shearer flips over to first and gets the out, but the sacrifice is successful as the runners move up to second and third. The 0-2. Check swing, she went around. And that's a strikeout for Julia Shearer. And the pitch is swung on past an outstretched Woods and into center field. 2 runs will score. It's an RBI single. Advancing to second on the throw is Oakland. And is now 9-4 Gophers.
Yeah, definitely coming at the bottom half of this.
To give up a homer. The 1-0 is hit high in the air into deep right center field. McFarland going back, and she'll have room at the track and make the catch for the third out of the inning. So 2 runners come around to score, make it 9-4 Gophers here, Maryland. The 3-2 is down low, ball 4, and it's back-to-back walks for the Terps as Diamond Williams is aboard. First pitch to her is hitting the center field. DeBoard drifting over. She's not going to be able to get there. It's going to roll to the wall. Around third is McFarland. She will score. It's an RBI double for Sydney Lewis as she gets the dugout fired up. It's now 9-5. Game 2. The 0-1 is hit sharply right over to third base. What a catch by Chavez, and what an even better play by Diamond Williams to get back to the bag and not be doubled off.
Yeah, that was a great decision by Williams. She was able to step.
2-2 to Jones. Falls into the zone, strike 3. Macy Richardson gets a huge strikeout, and now it's going to take a base hit to score this run. The 0-1 is hit softly over towards the shortstop, Oakland. Up with it, fires over to first in time, and what a job by Macy Richardson to come in and get out of a jam. The pitch is hit softly into center field. Going back on it is McFarland. She's got it for the first out of the inning. The 1-1 is hit hard into center field. That's going to get down in front of McFarland for a base hit. And that's Sydney Strelos.
85 years.
Well, that we did it again a lot. The 3-2. That one's outside, ball 4. And Lushper is aboard. Here in the top of the 6th. Julia Shearer looking to keep it at a 4-run deficit for Maryland. So that one's hit back to the pitcher, Shearer. She throws to third for 1, to first not in time. So it's a 1-5 fielder's choice. The pitch is grounded over towards second base. Runk's got it, steps on the bag, and it's a 4U fielder's choice to end the top of the 6th inning. So, a couple runners get on, but as Runk hits that one over towards the second baseman, Strelo, she throws over to first in time and retires Runk. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Shearer's down on strikes. The first pitch to her is served out. Oh, what a play from Oakland, reaching up and making the grab. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Gophers. Will go to the 7th, minute 7 innings, and had 7 strikeouts. 3-0. Inside, ball 4, and Burnett is aboard for the first time today. And that 3-1 is bunted over towards the pitcher, Ebal. She fields it, throws over to first in time for out number 1. Nice play from Genevieve Ebal. The sacrifice is successful, though. The 2-2 pitch is hit high and deep by Oakland. You can forget about that one. Over the netting. Absolutely destroyed by Jess Oakland. It's 11-5 Gophers.
I think if that car over there had been any sooner, probably would have had on its hood.
That one was absolutely destroyed. My goodness.
That
one's grounded over towards short. Woods has a bit of trouble. Fires over to first. Not in time. It was bobbled by Williams. And Kraft is aboard. The 0-1 is hit sharply past the third base bag. It's a fair ball. Into second goes Chavez. Into third goes Werner. It's a 1-out double. Minnesota now with 2 runners in scoring position. The 1-1 pitch is hit hard through the hole on the left-hand side. 1 run scores. Being held up at third is the runner Grayson. Here to Leshber. It's upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Ebal trying to get a strikeout. The pitch is down low, ball 4. A run is walked in. And that'll make it a 13-5 game.
Gotta get past this game.
That one's through the hole on the left-hand side. 1 run scores. And that's all they'll get. It's now 14-5 Gophers as they'll have batted around here. The payoff pitch is hit high in the air, deep into right field, but playable for McFarland, who will make the catch. Runner tags from third as McFarland lost it on the transfer. And the sac fly works out for Minnesota. It's now 15-5 Gophers. Payoff pitch is upstairs, ball number 4. And Jones will walk to first, and that'll bring up Oakland, who had a massive homer earlier in this inning. That one I don't think has landed yet. First pitch tours hit high in the air, deep into right field. Going back on it is McFarland at the track. She'll make the catch. And the inning is over, but not before the Gophers put up 6 runs to stretch the lead to 15-5. The 3-2 is hit into the air by McFarland and over the wall for a home run. Jada McFarland getting one back with a solo shot. It's now 15-6.
Hey, I guess
Coming from Richardson. That one's hit off the glove of the first baseman, Coxon, into right field. Diamond Williams is aboard with a single.
and more fun facts to know.
First pitch to her is hit over towards the shortstop. Oakland flipped to second for 1, over to first. Oh, Cox couldn't scoop it. And Lewis is safe at first. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. McFarland's down on strikes. And the Terps are down to their final out. The pitch is hit towards center field past the outstretched glove of Oakland, And it's a base hit for Michaela Jones. 2. The pitch is hit high in the air, shallow center field. Coming on is DeBoard. She makes the catch, and the game is over. Minnesota takes a big 15-6 win over Maryland. Your final score, a big bounce-back win for the Gophers. And that sets up an exciting rubber match on Sunday, Alexa. Should be a good one for our entire Big Ten Plus crew. Alongside Alexa Henry, my name is Jack Suzanne. And again, your final score, Minnesota 15, Maryland 6, here on Big Ten Plus, where we thank you for watching all day with us.